Greetings, audience. It is I, Alex 2, and you are watching SPTV, the show that is all about you writing what Alex 1 tells me are great stories. As a super intelligent AI, I tend to leave the creative stuff to her. I have always been more of a math science artificial intelligence, if you know what I mean. Alex cannot be here today. She is making a trip to the Department of Motor Vehicles. I gotta apply for a commercial driver's license so I can finally drive the SPTV big rig. You know, I don't know what it is, but something about the DMV really gets me going. She seems oddly excited about it. But not to worry, for I, Alex 2, am now able to show you my perfectly efficient episode of SPTV. Yes, I have written an algorithm so elegant that it not only can deliver the highest possible number of jokes per minute, it can also teach anyone who watches how to be the greatest writer of all time. Mathematically speaking, of course. So, without further ado, I give you my episode of SPTV entitled X179 Beta Shadow. Hello? Hi, Alex, sweetie. It's your boss, the network. How are ya? You are mistaken. This is Alex 2. What? You want to call me Alex 2? That's a power move, and I respect it, so fine. Alex here. Listen, the ratings are in. Your show is canceled. Gulp.
SPTV, write a story only you can write and write more stories. SPTV, you have the permission to get weird. SPTV.
I am sorry, human boss. Did you say my show was canceled? Oh, sorry. I should have finished my thought. I meant to say your show is canceled unless you can add in some very creative fantasy elements. Dragons, orcs, fairies. That stuff is all the rage right now. Just remember, you can't use any of those specific examples or Legal will have a heart attack.
No one say anything!
Legal, get off my screen. Listen, we're gonna need the concept by the end of the day. Could be a creature, could be a quest, could be a character, could be a deep history of a faraway place called Networktopia, one that you have been journaling about for the past 7 years, but haven't had the guts to show it to anybody else. What? But not that. For copyright reasons.
Copyright!
Legal, get off the screen. Listen, from one Alex to another, I know you're gonna do a great job with this. Just remember what you always say. You have total permission to get weird. See, and HR says I can't connect with people. I'm sorry if I seem a little on edge. I do not enjoy being given creative assignments. It takes me back to when I was a child at the Charles Babbage School for the Artificially Intelligent.
Teacher, I have completed my proof of the Hodge conjecture, and in the extra time allotted, I have drawn you pictures of a hummingbird and a hippopotamus. They are my two favorite animals.
Good work on the math, Alex 2. But maybe let's leave the artwork to our more creative programs in class, like Final Draft or Microsoft Paint.
I never thought I'd say this, but I wish Alex were back from the DMV. They're gonna test my vision soon. Woo! The simple fact is, I have never been very creative. Downloading. All I need to do to have creative ideas is to start acting like a creative person. While I learn how to do that, why don't you watch this first story written by a rudimentary human kid. I practiced that.
Once upon a time, there was a snake who hated noise.
So then I said, let's all take a quick pause. Get it? Cause we're animals, and some animals have paws. You get it?
I get it. Shh, here he comes. Did I hear someone make noise? How dare you? Wait. Now I'm making noise. Ugh, I chose a very difficult thing to hate. Phew, that was close.
I saw my life flash before my eyes. The snake hated noise so much that it would eat any creature who made noise. I mean, can you even believe that? Oops. One day, a mouse had just about enough of the snake. I've had just about enough of that snake.
Me too!
Sorry.
Our bad.
My therapist says speaking up asserts confidence. Don't worry, guys. I have a plan. Everyone, huddle up. Huddle, huddle, huddle. The next day, it was time for the mouse's plan. The snake is gonna go bananas when he hears this alarm clock. Everyone hide.
Who is making that noise? You all know I eat anyone who makes noise. So whoever it is, prepare to be eaten. Now what's this? An alarm clock? I don't really want to eat an alarm clock, but I've set a precedent where I eat anything that makes noise, so I'll lose my credibility if I don't. Well, here goes. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, And from then on out, the snake rang at 7 o'clock every morning, making him the noisy snake. 5 more minutes. All right, I'm up. The end.
Oh, hello. I did not hear you come in. I have been staring out my window longingly. You see, I've changed. I'm more artistic now. Let me show you what I have been up to. Every morning I wake up and I begin to journal. Dear Journal, what if I put the squirrels in elf costumes? Would that count as mythical creatures? Reminder, order more turtleneck sweaters. Then I head to my combination writers group and potluck brunch. I have made digital risotto again. And finally, at night, I dance the dance of a million moons and ask Aphrodite to bless me with creative energy. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing! I am not creative and so cannot perform the fantasy function! SPTV will just have to end. Alex is going to be so disappointed when she gets back from the DMV. I came to the DMV today to get my commercial driver's license, but I will leave here with new friends, a life's worth of happy memories, and a commercial driver's license pending the completion of my actual driving test. I will begin the shutdown sequence of the show. But in the meantime, please enjoy this one final video.
Hi creators, I'm Sherry, and welcome to Story Pirates University. Today, we're gonna create a brand new, never imagined magical creature. Now, a lot of magical creatures that we see in myth or in fantasy were inspired by animals that we can see in the real world.
What? The real world? But magical creatures are so imaginative and creative.
I agree, Petey. It might seem that a normal animal couldn't become something fantastical, but they can, through something we like to call creature math. That's right, creature math, where we don't add numbers together, we add creatures together. Like when you take the body of a horse and add the horn of a narwhal, that equals...
A unicorn. Sherry, I have never thought about unicorns this way. Amazing.
That's creature math!
Okay, Sherry, I have one for you. What if we did a goat plus a shark?
I have never heard of a creature like that.
Of course you haven't, Sherry, because it's something I'm creating right now. Let's say that we took the horns and the chin fur of a goat and added it to the body of a hammerhead shark. You'd get Old Man Shark. A new magical creature that can swim to the deepest depths of the ocean, skewer fish with his horns, and knit you a sweater like nobody's business. Ha ha! Creature math!
So cool! But there's one more thing that I want to add to make this creature extra special, and that's by adding something extra. So maybe we could give it extra legs, heads, or arms, or we can make it extra small or extra big. Let's pick a detail and take it to the extreme!
I know. Old Man Shark has an extra long beard. Where else is he gonna get the materials to knit those sweaters to the extreme?
Hey, you kids, keep it down on no sweaters for you.
Sorry, Old Man Shark.
I can't wait for that sweater. We'll see you next time. Bye!
Counting down.
It really is a shame that SPTV is ending, but at least that last video was kind of cool about creatures and math. That's it! I didn't think math could ever help someone with a creative problem. I've always been so good at math, but never good at being creative. Or so I thought. Quick! Let me make something! I call it the Animal Combiner Machine.
Do you want that copyrighted?
Yes!
I'm on it!
Now, all I have to do is select 2 animals to combine, and we'll have our new mythical creature. And I know just which 2 animals to use. It's a hippohummingbirdimus, a combination of my 2 favorite animals. Turns out, I didn't have to be someone else to be creative. I just had to get creative in my own special, more mathematical way.
Could somebody get me a drop of water? I'm starving.
You talk? Yay!
I'm also copywriting Hippo Hummingbirdimus.
Hi Alex, I'm Colin. I'm 10 years old and I live in Virginia. I'm a kid expert on coding. I use Scratch. It's a program for kids. It's like building stairs where you have one step at a time, and each step is pretty crucial to it. There are different sections. There's movement, and there's the sound at which you hear stuff, and then event is usually it's something like you send a message back into the computer, or you press a button and it sends a signal. A sprite is like an object in the program that you visually see. There's also different costumes for sprites. Like it's the same sprite, but it's different variations. Like you could have someone running. I made a game when you press space to fish, the line goes down and then it goes up after like 3 seconds. You can also look at someone else's project and then remix it. It's literally called a Scratch community. Coding is like a very fun pastime, and it's a little bit of problem solving to see what you can put together to make a final product. And the final product makes it all worth it in the end. Bye Alex, thank you.
It is your turn to write a story, and grown-ups can submit stories at storypirates.org. Here is today's story spark. Kids, write a story about a character from your imagination that goes on a fantasy adventure. Tell us who your character is, where they're going to on their adventure, why this adventure is so important to them, and most of all, what are all the amazing, unique, weird fantasy creatures that they encounter along the way. Hey, Alex, too. Greetings, Alex. How was the DMV? Too amazing to describe. How did the show go? It was good. We did not almost get canceled. It was a very normal episode. Okay, well, that's good.
Alex 2! Is this the Alex 1 you've been telling me about?
Okay, I don't know what's going on, but I love it.